Those glasses are pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Are they purple lenses?
These are blue lenses.
They're blue lenses.
I want to get pink lenses though.
Why? So you could look at everybody through rose-colored glasses?
That's exactly why. Actually, I think it's really poetic. And part of it is like just the fact that so many. I don't know. People say it like it's a bad thing. Like right, like
What?
it's seeing the world through rose-colored lenses is supposed to be like an expression to be like, oh, you're naive about the world.
No. In my opinion, it's more you're looking at the world more optimistically than you are in a naive way.
Mm. Well, that's definitely the way that I'm hoping. Welcome to a new lens. This week I'm joined by my good friend Mole. Uh, we have we met each other a while ago. At this point, I
Yeah,
mean, since COVID, so that's 5-ish years. Yeah,
5-ish years ago.
yeah,
Is that really when you started playing?
yeah. It was. Yeah, I know. Probably like 4 though. It was a little bit after. Like I was actually I was doing a lot. Like once the pandemic started, I was actually doing more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like focusing on health like so heavily and going to the gym and doing surgery and other things. Um, no, that was. I mean, it was a good start. Sad to see that you are retired now, but I don't know. It sounded like there was a little bit of conviction in your voice. It was like, oh man, the team's doing well again. Maybe I should put my boots back on.
No, not putting them back on.
Ah,
No. I can't anymore because of my job. We used to have unlimited sick time,
mm.
which was great because I could not care about getting hurt.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like not care, but care less. I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
like
You
I
could be a
didn't have to
little
worry
more
about taking the
reckless.
time off if I got hurt or not. Now I have to really think about it, what I
Mm.
want to put my body through before I go back to work, especially working such a physically demanding job. You know.
Yeah, and we should definitely talk about that because I think you have such a unique career path as well. Right, firefighting is not easy. First of all, that I feel like they force you to retire at some point, right? Similar to like an air traffic controller.
Well, with my job, it's in our contract that we have to retire at the age of 65.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then that's it.
that's
Like,
it.
there's no like other positions for you within like the firehouse.
No, that's in our contract. That's our union contract. So
Oh,
I cannot be employed by the department after the age of 65.
is that any department or like?
No. For instance, Naugatuck does not have an age requirement. One of the guys there, I believe, is 72,
Wow.
still working.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
and he's still one of the better firemen there.
No way.
Yeah, he
Wow.
puts in the work.
Whoa, he's staying
Yeah.
healthy, staying fit.
Well, he's trying to.
He's trying, doing the best he
But
can.
he's he's a good friend of mine. He's still putting in the work. Very knowledgeable person. Picks up a lot of overtime that
Mm.
obviously guys saves guys from being ordered in.
Oh sure. And what got you into this?
Uh, my grandfather.
Oh.
My grandfather was a volunteer in Chappaqua, New York, a long time ago. Um, both of my uncles on my father's side were volunteers as well. So just kind of being around it, I love the trucks. I love
Mm.
helping people and serving not just my own community, but doing it for work too.
Yeah, yeah. You do both volunteer and career.
Yeah.
What are like the differences like between the two?
Well, on one I get paid. Yeah.
Okay, right. No, that's totally fair. Yeah, salary is a big one.
um, it's difficult to say. The level of training that you get, definitely.
Mm.
Um, like I'm not trying to downplay volunteers or career, in either way, but in order to start working in Danbury, let's say, or Naugatuck, where I worked before, I had to attend the Connecticut Fire Academy. So once I graduated from the Connecticut Fire Academy, I had Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, rescue corps, as well as hazmat awareness and ops. So right away, that opens up a lot of doors for and opportunities for me to do more training in the future. Um, so in the volunteer side, even in my volunteer department, when I originally got on, I didn't even pass my firefighter one test. I passed the course, but not the exam to get the certification.
Mm.
So they let me be a firefighter, but I didn't need to have the actual certification in order to do that
Oh.
job. So that's one of the big differences. A lot of it is also a cultural difference as well, because I'm with the same 26 guys on my shift every time I go in. Well, unless somebody calls out or whatever,
Mm.
but it's definitely more of a familial feel. I'm not saying that that's not what it is on the volunteer side, although the volunteer side, you're not as connected with everyone on the department as you are at work.
Mm.
Um, like I have guys who I consider family on my volunteer department, but for the most part, it's just uh, friendship and fellowship on the social aspect. If that makes
Wow.
any
Yeah.
sense.
No, that I mean, is it just like a time commitment thing, like the amount of time everyone's in like a volunteer versus like a career position? I'm assuming you're putting in way, way more hours in your career spot.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we work a 24-hour shift, and at least with volunteers, it's like just show up when you can.
Mm.
Whereas the other one is, you know, not show up when you can, show up because A, you have to, or B, you know, you're called to duty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, and I mean the calls to duty from what I've sort of realized today, like you're responsible for like way more calls than I would have assumed, right? Like I mean you even just said like hazmat cleanup.
Yep.
Um so it's not just like fires, right? There's EMS as well. Like you do like first responder,
Yes.
medical care if you have to.
So not everybody on my volunteer department is EMS certified. So the guys who are, um, we respond to those types of calls where the other guys just show up to the fire calls.
mm, oh man, and I mean, how is this? This is all just like through the chain of command. Like, how long does it usually take to figure out who needs to go where, like, and like get out the door?
It's almost a first come, first serve, at least in the volunteer world. Whereas in the career world, we all have our assigned positions.
Mm,
Here, it's basically you get here, and if there's a spot for you on the engine, take it.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How? What was like? I don't know some of the big fires that you've seen.
Uh, we had one on Main Street that was a marijuana butter factory.
Oh.
Yeah, this was also back before marijuana was legalized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, an
so this
illegal
was
operation.
20, I want to say it was 2018, 2017, 2018,
Hmm.
somewhere around there. Uh, the It went defensive, which means everybody got pulled out of the building.
Hmm.
Um, we, but it was intense because they had so much illegal substances in there. And I'm not just talking about the marijuana manufacturer
Hmm.
or anything like that. I'm talking about they had odorless butane, odorless
Oh.
propane, which you can only get in like Canada or something. This is what I was told after the fact, so I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know how
Yeah.
true it is, but the odorless stuff is you're not supposed to have
Right.
that. So it was pretty intense because we didn't know what was going on when we went inside, and we didn't know what kind of stuff was in there. We found out about this after the fact.
Hmm. And I mean, when you're going into any building, like, what are you feeling in that moment?
Depends on what it's for. You mean like in a
Like a
fire?
fire, yeah.
Excitement? Like
Excitement.
yeah, maybe that makes me a little bit of a psychopath, but yeah. um I mean, even now, I mean, we don't see fires every day,
Mm,
and it is, what my job title is.
yeah.
So the fact that we don't get to see that stuff every day, we do get a little excited that when we get to do our actual job, like we're pumped.
No, that's totally fair. It would just get boring otherwise.
It also depends on what we hear coming from the guys on scene already on our way in.
Mm.
So if we're hearing from dispatch, that there's a party trapped inside, okay, maybe I'm not as excited. Maybe I'm a
Oh
little,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I'm, that builds up the stress level a lot.
Sure. Yeah, because then there's responsibility of human lives
Yeah.
that you actually have to go care for, versus like, let's just go fight this
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Did you have you saved any cats from trees?
No.
Oh.
We tried once when I was in Naugatuck, but it kept just climbing higher and higher and we couldn't reach it anymore.
Just let it go.
I
Yeah.
mean, have you ever seen a cat skeleton in a tree?
No.
They'll get down
They'll get
eventually.
down. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
you open up a can of Friskies, leave it at the bottom, they'll get down.
Wow. That's cool. I mean, this is like such an interesting department and job. I told you earlier today I'd never been inside of a firehouse, and you give me such a good tour, and it's like I don't know. There's so much to keep track of. I would imagine the training is extensive. Um, where where did like everything? I don't know. Where does all these classes come into effect? Like, are you like using everything you're learning every day? Like, where?
No, you're not using everything that you learn every day. Like you don't get a hazmat call every day. You know, I'm not breaking out my what they call an ERG, an emergency resource guidebook or whatever it is.
Mm,
It's an orange thing that lists all these hazardous materials. I'm not breaking that out every day and doing things with it. Um, but it is important to at least have a basic grasp on the information. That way, when something does happen, you're at least prepared to take care of it.
yeah. And is there just opportunities to essentially learn throughout your entire career?
Yeah, everything's changing all the time.
Okay.
Um, even even tactics are changing all the time. Like before, if somebody had told you, oh, we're gonna attack this from the outside, cool the fire down from the outside, shoot a stream in through a window instead of bringing the hose right inside, they would have thought you were nuts. Now
Mm.
it's what they call a transitional attack, where you cool it down from the outside and then go in and extinguish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different now, and there's definitely more theories and ideas out there now than there were before that are starting to pick up steam. Like a big thing that they're teaching in the academy right now is water mapping, um, which is basically using walls and door jams to bank water off of to get more water into a fire room as you're
Oh,
advancing down a hallway.
okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man. No,
So
it's I mean, what an interesting field for sure. Like fire physics are so crazy. What do you have as far as like I don't know, fire knowledge? Like do you understand the physics and like can you assess a house and like know like where a fire started?
no, that's the fire marshal's job.
Okay.
They'll figure out origin and how it started. Um, that doesn't mean I can't go and take the course.
Mm,
Nothing's stopping me from doing that, except maybe time.
sure.
But there's always an opportunity for education in that respect, and um, there's countless possibilities for education too.
Mm,
There's always classes going on, at least with the CFA, and we do in-house stuff as well, both in the volunteer world and in the career world.
yeah. And like where I don't know. Like question and then I just totally lost it. That's okay. Um. Oh, that's crazy.
That's not us.
Okay, that's good. Um, I also noticed that just what an insane thing. One of the first things I noticed when I walked in on the TV out in that room, there's just a fire.
That's not normally like that. That's
Okay, it's like what?
They must have had a power outage or something, and that's just what pops up when that happens. Somebody
Oh,
has to reset it. I don't remember how to reset it, but it'll bring up a status board that'll have well, when nothing's going on, it's just basically a blank screen. But
okay.
when there's a call, it'll display on that board what it is, where it is, and the units that are supposed to be going to it.
Mm, yeah. And how? I mean, how do you like it? Like, do you feel like it's already brought like a lot of fulfillment into your life?
Yeah, I have a lot of fun. Um, I mean, I was a volunteer for a number of years before I got hired by a career department. Um, and it was a long process to get to where I am today. Um, but just the brotherhood aspect of everything is basically what keeps me coming back. It's what basically, what I wake up for in the morning. I love
Mm,
going to work. I love seeing the guys I work with. If you're there's an old video online um, of a guy from FDNY talking about how even if you're having a bad day, you go into work, you get your balls busted for a little bit, and everybody starts making you feel a little bit better.
mm,
And it's true.
wow. Is there camaraderie between just all firemen, like across the country, like different departments and everything?
I mean, there's definitely a connection, for sure. Uh, although you may get your get eyes rolled at you if you walk up to an FDNY firehouse as a 35-year-old dude asking for, hey man, you guys got any T-shirts in there for sale?
Oh man,
But
yeah.
yeah, for the most part, I'd say there's a like a universal brotherhood.
Okay, yeah. Do you do like? I feel like you always see in pop culture and like movies and stuff like, uh, and you just hear about like firemen and like doing barbecues and banquets and stuff, and like everybody like brings in food. Is that a thing?
Uh, it is in the volunteer world.
Okay.
um, that's it's such a stereotype about volunteer departments having pancake breakfast. It's like and and guys always make fun of the volunteer guys
Mm,
for stuff like that. There's a Facebook group called Hit It Hard from the Yard, and they're always ragging on volunteer departments.
insane.
Mostly, mostly from like Pennsylvania and places down south, where
Okay.
you got guys showing up to calls. They're like 400 pounds and they got full beards and everything.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's the sometimes that group gets a little catty, but um, for the most part, they could be spot on with some other things.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine the physical requirements are pretty high. Like, don't you have to, I don't know, do like climbing ladders and like you're carrying like, I don't know, 50-pound hoses, maybe
Yeah,
heavier.
it can be physically intensive. We do actually at work we just had an SCBA confidence course, which basically you're doing a bunch of stuff on air. You're doing a whole bunch of tasks that you could be doing on the fire ground. Um, so it encompassed the ladder raise. There were different stations that you walked around to, and it was timed. And
Yeah.
you were trying to see how much air you used and how many times you could go around without before your bottle was bled out.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
it included a hose hoist. Because we have our own fire school at work. We have a hose hoist where we were bringing it up a couple of stories. Um, forcible entry. We have a force door, which is just like it's a fake steel door that you put a couple of wood blocks in, and you use those tools I was showing you,
Oh
the
yeah.
irons to force the door open, break those wood blocks, and go through. Um, Tool carry, hose carry, uh, hose line advancement. Like it encompassed all of these things while we were on air, going around to different stations.
Mm.
So it was pretty well done. Um, and most guys got similar results out of it. So I mean, I guess I'm in as good shape
That's
as
good. Yeah.
as everybody else is. Definitely, some guys were way more in shape than I am,
Yeah,
but
sure.
hey,
Is there any moment when you like, I don't know, just like felt, I don't know, just like not comfortable going like and fighting a fire? Like I'm assuming like safety is like obviously the most important thing, and like right, you said like it went defensive, so the idea is that they're gonna pull you out before it gets too bad, or like the structural integrity gets like questionable.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I've never felt that way, mostly because I have faith in the guys that are outside that can see what's going on and
Mm.
see what's what's happening with the building. So as long as they're okay, I'm usually okay. But safety is everybody's responsibility. So if you see something that doesn't look right, bring it up to somebody.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's good. I think that's I feel like that's probably most of the questions I have, at least about fires. Have you been seeing any of the new magic stuff happening?
I'm super excited over the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Are you
set.
really? I
Yeah.
feel like that set people are not excited
Oh,
for.
the Spider-Man one sucked
I mean, yeah, the
so
Spider-Man one
hard.
also was like, I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of all the secret layers either. The Office secret layer,
I didn't even
ridiculous.
realize that was a thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just white.
a friend of mine bought a whole bunch from the Sonic the Hedgehog secret layer.
Oh yeah, I got some
Um,
friends who did that.
but like growing up, I was such a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
Mm,
So this set to me, there's so much that they can do with it. That's and that has me a little bit nervous because I feel like much with how they dropped the ball with the Spider-Man
mm.
set, they're not going to utilize everything that they can with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna flop. I mean, they're just pushing out so much product so fast. Like,
Yeah,
they're not even taking time to even read the cards. It seems, and I have a feeling that they're continuously starting to use more and more like AI effects to like just like create stuff. Because I know Hasbro spoke about that briefly.
yeah.
And that's not just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right?
I
Like I think it'll be okay. I'm personally not buying product just because it's too much. It's seven like core sets a year at this point. It's almost
yeah.
once a month. It's crazy.
I I'm still gonna buy the Ninja Turtles one. I don't care how bad it is. Like I'm still gonna buy. You know, I saw they had a pizza box bundle. Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna pay the
yeah.
$100 for the pizza box bundle.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
buy the
good
commander
marketing.
deck.
Yeah.
Like that was one thing. Like that was another thing about the Spider-Man set is that there was so much that could have been done with it, and all they did, from what I could see, was release collectors boosters and play boosters,
Mm,
and they did nothing else for it.
sure.
Like the bundle, but like
Yeah, we should have had Spider-Man Commander decks.
there should have
Yeah,
been a
we needed
precon
precons.
at the very
Yeah.
least. And maybe that's because the last couple of precons flopped so hard. Like Edge of Eternities. By the way, the Edge of Eternity set I actually really liked,
Oh
and the
wow.
artwork
Mm,
is fantastic.
cool.
Um, Space fantasy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
I don't know what else to say about that. Like it's just really cool.
There you
Like
go.
so. I mean, I like the Edge of Eternities thing, but the commander decks just didn't grab me at all. And it was the same thing with Ether Drift. Like the
Yeah,
commander
race
decks didn't.
cars.
I didn't like the mechanics of that
Yeah.
that at
Yeah,
all
revving up
either.
was kind of
Yeah,
meh.
it was.
Yeah. It was bad keywords.
Yeah,
Yeah. Final Fantasy was the best selling set like of all time as well. I didn't like it. I feel like it was all hype, and it's just because the IP.
I didn't get anything from the Final Fantasy set.
Yeah, neither did I.
Um,
I couldn't.
I bought, I think I bought a single from it, but the single itself was just
A reskin.
a regular card, but with
Yeah.
Final Fantasy art. Like I have the Soul Ring from the Fallout set in one of my decks.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I just bought it because I thought the art looked cool.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. Yeah, there's you just get the cool sets, whatever the coolest art
it,
is.
there were a few Universe Beyond series that were absolutely amazing, and
Yeah.
I'm very nervous about the future of Universe Beyond.
Yeah.
Just because I think they're delving a little too far into. Um, it's almost like they're just pandering to people who don't play Magic.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, I played a little bit in the late '90s, like when I was growing up. Boy Scout camp, we
Oh,
would play.
nice.
Um, and I had my deck in a plastic sandwich bag. You know
Oh
what I
yeah, yeah.
mean?
The
No sleeves
Ziploc,
back
yeah,
then.
yeah. Rubber band.
Yeah, rubber banded. Uh, and like I don't I don't know what it is. There's something to be said that after all these years, Universes Beyond drew me back into the
Mm,
game. But I think they're running out of good ideas with it,
yeah.
and now they're just pandering to people who don't play. Like you had such great mechanics with the Doctor Who set,
Oh sure.
and you had great mechanics with, well, obviously the Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah, the
stuff,
Dungeons and
and
Dragons
the
stuff.
anything that's science fiction
Oh sure. Lord of the
or
Rings did really well. I
or
like the stuff.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that's science fiction or fantasy, like boom, make the set. Like
Yeah.
it's great. But now they're kind of they're delving into the Marvel stuff, and I'm not saying
Yeah.
that some of
Tons
the
of
cards
Marvel.
aren't good, but like at least with the Spider-Man set, it was so uninspired.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. There was nothing unique. No standouts. The only thing I don't know. The only standouts were like the chase cards, really, and like the
yeah,
alternate artworks of like the Amazing Spider-Man. It's like these ones go for like $1,000. Like
yeah,
great, cool. No one's ever gonna pull these.
Soul Stone.
Yeah. I'm tired of it, man. I'm fatigued. I'm officially product fatigued.
Did you see that? And normally I wouldn't have a problem, but like I said, I'm kind of nervous for it. They're coming out with a whole separate thing for the Hobbit.
Oh, a second Lord of the Rings
It's not.
drop.
It's
Yeah.
a the Hobbit
Oh, it's
drop,
just the Hobbit.
just the Hobbit,
Oh,
and that
interesting.
makes me nervous. However, like you had different drops for Dungeons and Dragons, so maybe they're doing that with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that could be cool. Maybe they're bringing Smaug into it,
They
and
better bring Smaug.
Thorin
I want my
Oakenshield.
Rakdos Smaug Commander. I've been waiting for it for so long. I'm pissed that they didn't have it in the first drop. I was like, there's like one artwork with Smaug on the artwork, and it's like for a saga.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yep.
damn, there's nothing.
I have that saga in my Tom Bombadil.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Great commander, by the way. Hilarious. Just saga tribal. Awesome.
It the deck is so bad, but it's so much fun to play. I was playing against some of my friends a couple weeks ago, um, and it ticked them off so much because all my turns would take like 15 minutes to get
Yeah, you
through
have to
because of
proc
all the
everything.
triggers from
Yeah.
all the sagas.
Oh god, that would be the worst. Actually, I'd be pissed.
And because he's a 5 color, it takes so long to like actually get him out onto the table too. So it's like,
No, that's cool. Are you planning on building any new commanders? Been looking into
um,
anything?
yeah, I haven't really. I got to finish my one deck. I'm still 10 cards short.
Mm,
Um, but that one's a deck that nobody's gonna want to play me with. So
I have some of those. That's okay.
it's it's an infect deck. So
Oh
I
god.
mean, poison counters. Yeah,
What is it? A Traxa?
it is.
So
Yeah,
what the hell, dude? What? Why? Why are you building?
I
You
I
know,
don't know.
I was okay until I wasn't. I heard Atraxa infect degeneracy.
I'm still missing a few cars. Like so, I built the deck like kind of taken from somebody else's like build
Yeah.
and just kind of modifying it to what I wanted in out of it. You know what
Mm.
I mean? And some of the cards that they had in it were like actually a lot of the cards in it were $20 plus, and I'm like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not paying that much to put these things in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right. It's like how much is a an extra fetch or an extra shock actually gonna do to improve your
yeah.
deck?
Well, they want both Ristic Study and Smothering Tithe in the deck, and
Oh,
those are both $30 cards at the
yeah,
very
they're
least.
$30. Yeah,
And I'm sitting there going, yeah, neither one of these are going in this thing.
yeah. But obviously, you have to get like the anime foil Ristic Study, which is like $1,000, and also the anime artwork for Smothering Tithe. That one is not as expensive, but just as you're paying the e girl tax.
Yeah.
So it's just insane.
Anything for waifu.
Yeah, anything for my waifu. I'll pay any amount of money to have this art in my deck.
But I mean, I enjoy building it, but I'm taking a little bit of a break
Yeah,
for now. There's a couple more. There's my buddy runs a mono red Cranko deck, and
nice.
I hate him.
I mean, valid.
But there was another mono red that I kind of wanted to build around that I was thinking about, but I can't remember what it was. I saved it. I saved it on my phone,
Oh, okay.
so I could always go back and see what it is. But
I feel like there's. I mean, I'm hoping that there's going to be better dwarf support with the Hobbit drop
there
because
should be.
they better because dwarves have they're kind of s still. Like I want to build them.
Yeah,
Mono red dwarves would be so sick.
they should be. I mean,
Yeah,
they were a big part of the Hobbit
huge part.
versus
Yeah,
Lord of
just
the
Gimli.
Rings. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Just get. I mean, you have the extended like universe too,
sure.
but I mean, did you watch Rings of Power?
No, I did not.
So many people give it so much shit. Is
Mm.
it as good as Lord of the Rings? Absolutely not. Is it as good as The Hobbit? Yeah,
I mean, the
hard to
Hobbit wasn't
say.
even
The
that good.
Hobbit wasn't.
Yeah.
The Hobbit let me down. I didn't even see Battle of the Five Armies.
Mm.
That's how much it let me down. But like Rings of Power, I didn't have to pay to see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just on Amazon.
Just here.
It's just so every week when I'd get home from the academy, that would be, I would watch the latest episode of it.
Okay, yeah.
So, um, I still haven't seen all of season two, but
Mm.
season two's so far. I watched the first
Yeah.
couple episodes. The whole thing's kind of but it's not bad. There's definitely stuff that you could pull from that would make cool cards at least. And
Okay.
there's plenty of dwarf stuff going on.
Okay, yeah.
That's
That's cool. Yeah.
that brings me back to
Yeah,
what I
bring it
was
back to
thinking
the
about.
dwarves. Yes.
But
Yeah. I mean, I should also going off of the dwarves actually. Um I've read Fellowship. I think the book is awful. I don't think the books hold up
what?
to the movie.
No,
The
you're
books are
you're a
slow.
liar.
They don't do anything, at least in the first book. They like actually didn't do anything. I was like, wow, they
That's
really
because
just walked and talked and like didn't really solve any of the
well,
problems that they were presented with. And that was it. Like it just
you you do know that it wasn't meant to be read in separate books, right?
oh, it's all just supposed to be one
It
giant
was
book.
all supposed to be just one giant book
Oh
called The Lord of the
Jesus.
Rings.
Okay.
Um, and on top of that, they made him pick titles for it, and at least I thought that's how it worked. In either way, he was kind of pissed off because the title of the third book was Return of the King, and he's like, "You gave away the ending with the title." Like,
Yeah, you just give it away.
but yeah, it's all meant to be read as one go through. It's not
Oh
supposed to be
man.
read in.
Okay, maybe I'll just keep going.
You need to power through. It
Yeah,
is. That's how I was with The Hobbit. The Hobbit, I started reading it about 5 times before I sat down and read the whole thing from front to back
sure.
because I started getting bored,
Mm.
and it it really had to do with a lot of the every 5 pages somebody was singing a new song.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
like
dude, yeah. The singing as well with Fellowship was actually kind of crazy. There's just
yeah.
like a lot of Elvish singing, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I can't read this. Like I'm just gonna skip over whatever this is.
Power through it.
Power
Power
through.
through
Yeah.
it.
I did get to meet Tom Bombadil though, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to do that in the
No,
movies.
you don't. You do get to do it in Rings of Power season 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
they brought out some stuff that wasn't brought out before.
Hmm.
And Rings of Power is really an origin story.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, dude, I've looked at. There are so many extended universe books that they could do so much with.
oh yeah.
It's actually insane, and I feel like I don't know. There's a lot that they're doing that is not canon from the books, which I feel like you could take the time to research the books if you're gonna make a whole extended universe show about it for sure.
Did,
Uh,
did you ever see that meme where it was that girl? Oh, you know dwarves? Name 5 dwarves, and the guy just goes Durin, and she goes, "I set the bar too low."
Damn. Yeah. I have not seen that meme actually.
Oh, classic,
Is it a classic? Classic meme.
classic meme.
Lord of the Rings meme, or not a Lord of the Rings meme? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know, man. It was a fine thing, I guess. I did a lot. I feel like I don't know. Is it as good as people give it credit for? I mean, it was definitely ahead of its time. Let's be
Yes,
honest.
it's as good as people give it credit for. I will die on that hill.
But are you just dying on that hill because it's just been so ingrained in our culture?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You seem pretty convinced.
I am not dying on that hill because it's ingrained in my culture. Like I will also die on the hill that Harry Potter is not that good.
I would die on that hill.
Uh,
Harry Potter is mid, and the only reason that Harry Potter is like a thing is because the fans made it bigger than it was.
I gotta watch what I say because my girlfriend's a very big Harry Potter fan. But I stopped reading after the 5th book
Mm.
because I got so tired of reading the same book 5 times.
Wow.
Something
Yeah.
bad happens to Harry Potter. Harry Potter goes to Hogwarts. Something bad happens at Hogwarts. Harry Potter defeats Voldemort. 100 points for Gryffindor.
Yeah, 100 points.
Book's end. Like,
Hilarious. Yeah. I would also say Star Wars is not as good as people give it credit for.
that's a tough one for me because
Four,
I
5, and 6, fantastic.
I grew up with 4, 5, and 6, and I guess you could say I also grew up with 1, 2, and 3 because they came out when I was let's see, it's crazy because episode 1 I think came out when I was in the 3rd grade. Does that make sense? No.
I don't know. I actually don't know your age.
Shit. I don't know. I just remember episode 3 coming out when I was in high school.
That probably makes sense. I saw it in theaters like maybe late elementary or middle school.
I I
Probably middle
think those
school.
movies are a lot better than I remember them being though because
No, one is garbage.
is it though?
I think so.
What's garbage about it?
Slow. 1 and 2 are just so slow. And
The
Jar
second
Jar,
one was
Jar
terrible.
Jar fucked up everything.
Okay, Jar Jar, yeah. They tried to backpedal on him too.
Yeah.
They put too much of the comic relief in Jar Jar and unfortunately it just didn't quite work. very
Yeah,
well for
it just
that.
wasn't funny.
And then they tried to backpedal and they made him a serious senator like later on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I wish they I mean in the Clone Wars you find out like Jar Jar's great. Like I'll say that. Clone Wars, fantastic. Probably one of the best pieces of Star Wars content to ever actually come out. Better than even like Mandalorian, I would say.
I couldn't get into Mandalorian, so I I couldn't get past the first couple episodes of that, so I didn't finish it.
Oh man.
Um, I really want to finish Andor because it started getting good, and then
Mm.
I got distracted and started doing something else. And I need to go back and finish it. But and I did watch all 6 episodes of Obi-Wan, which I didn't think was
Oh.
that bad.
Hmm.
It was it was not as good as it could have been, but it was still decent. Um, but I really don't think anything that the Star Wars that's come out in the Star Wars universe has
Yeah,
been
recently has
really much
been
to write
yeah.
home about.
Yeah.
People really shit on the Acolyte. I haven't even seen any of it, but
Yeah, same. But I also have heard that. Yeah, people did not like that. It's
I
kind of
think
crazy.
I think this. I don't want to say Disney killed it because
I mean,
if so many people like The Mandalorian, they couldn't have killed it.
Mandalorian, I feel like has started to get worse. I don't know. I just think
But that's
Disney
like every
has,
TV show jumping the
yeah,
shark, you know.
yeah.
Um, with I and I also don't think that Disney necessarily killed the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think
Mm.
COVID killed the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I feel like Endgame was sort of just the end of it all.
That was my feeling as well.
Yeah.
Um, and I think they tried to expand on that with Black Widow, but with Black Widow not coming out until after the pandemic,
Yeah.
it was just kind of
Yeah, they lost all their momentum.
yeah, they lost any momentum that they had. The Loki series was good, um, although I will say the the shining moment of the Marvel series is Moon Knight.
Mm.
And the fact that they're not doing anything with another season is criminal.
Wow.
That is like the one good thing that's come out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe since Endgame.
Insane. Yeah.
Besides Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Them finishing the Guardians of the Galaxy arc,
Mm.
like that was really
Yeah, Guardians was a fantastic series of movies. They did good with that for
yeah.
sure.
Um but at the same time, it's James Gunn, like,
Yeah.
and then he moved on to DC, and it's like,
Uh,
all right, well, you guys just lost out on your like best director, so now what's
uh,
gonna happen?
yeah. Right now, what? Womp womp.
I don't even think that Robert Downey Jr. coming back
MF Doom.
as Doom is really gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's not gonna do a whole lot. I don't think it's bringing the hype that they expected it to bring. And similar to Magic, I think everybody is product fatigued of
yeah,
Marvel. Like no, like sure, like everybody was willing to watch all the movies, and then it was like, well, if you want to like know everything, like you're gonna have to watch all our TV shows too. It's like I don't want to have to sit there and watch all of Loki, like all of WandaVision, all of like any of the other like things that they're gonna like fill out in order to like bring you to the next major movie points.
the the biggest problem that I had, and I'm gonna totally use this term in the wrong way, but I think wokeness really ruined Marvel for me as well.
Oh, go
Um,
on.
and I think that's only because of how big of a fan I was of certain comic book characters.
Mm,
And one of my favorite all time Marvel comic book characters is Captain Marvel.
okay.
And I am not talking about Carol Danvers,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I'm talking about Marvel,
Mm,
the original, the
yes.
OG. And the fact that they made him a woman in the movie really pissed me off.
Dude, You know, okay, we should talk about this because that whole sequence is something that I think about a lot. Where it's like they had Captain Marvel come in, fly through and destroy a huge ship, showing like this high level of power just for her to like not do anything in the fight besides that.
Yeah,
And then they had the sequence of all the women teaming up just to like deliver the hammer, and it was like all the men had like their own individual sequence, and then you just fit all the women into this one small segment, kind of like showing that none of them are as strong as like these dudes who can just like stand up by themselves and fight. And I was like,
that
this is the opposite of what you're trying to accomplish.
that part of the movie like was so freaking like corny.
It was corny,
It
yeah.
was really corny. It was so corny that I was expecting just like Beyonce to pop out of nowhere and start singing "Who Run the World,
Yeah,
Girls."
yeah, that's so true.
Yeah,
Yeah, she walked through the portal out of Wakanda, just like,
yeah,
come on, bro.
just randomly.
Yeah, yeah, Beyonce is there for some reason. Everybody starts applauding. Perfect. This it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Actually,
I,
Endgame did not. They didn't do good. They needed to. I don't know. Either the cut needed to be better because I think they cut out like an hour of content. Right.
yeah.
Just give us the whole thing.
Well, it
Um.
was already long enough.
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
long already. Just make it longer. Screw it. And don't spend like the whole first half of the movie not doing anything.
yeah,
Like by the time it got to the big end, it was like, do I even care? Like I'm bored.
yeah. The pacing was just
Yeah, bad
off.
pacing, terrible pacing, and like I don't know, like the characters just weren't as likable. Thor was not likable in that last movie.
No,
Like,
Fat Thor.
yeah, Fat
Yeah.
Thor, Hulk, I don't know. It was all kind of meh.
Hulk kind of went downhill for me,
Yeah,
like throughout the whole like Infinity Saga.
yeah, I can see
Like
why.
don't get me wrong, I actually really like Mark Ruffalo's portrayal
Mm,
of Bruce Banner, but like I just thought it got more and more ridiculous as the thing went on,
yeah,
and I
no, it
just didn't
totally
like it.
did.
I'm like, this is not the Hulk.
Yeah.
This is tame Hulk.
Yeah, I saw recently too some sort of clip talking about how it's like they need to like bring this arc of the Hulk where they like trick him and like send him to another planet or something, and like he finds out that like Tony Stark like sent him away to it was a planet to like make him peaceful and calm,
Yeah,
but like something happened and like the ship he was in got diverted and he like landed on a planet that was just made him like a warmonger and angry.
yeah.
I was like, cool. I want to see. Yeah, we. Where is the movie where Hulk just for like 2 hours is just destroying the world?
I I know he's really difficult to work with, or so I've heard, like from reading a bunch of different sources.
Mm,
I would have loved to see Edward Norton come back and be the Hulk.
mm.
Did you happen to see that movie?
I don't think
Because
so.
it was Eric Bana in the first one in Hulk, and then
Oh,
in the Incredible Hulk, it was. Uh, and the whole reason they couldn't use the Hulk in his standalone movie is because Universal owns the rights. But Edward Norton did a great job, I thought.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I would have loved to see him come back, but I don't think that would have changed anything because that's not Mark Ruffalo's like that's not his fault that the
yeah,
writing
yeah,
ended up taking him that way.
yeah. There's only so much you can do with a character if they're trying to like make him a certain way, anyways.
I love Thor Ragnarok,
Ragnarok,
and
hilarious.
normally I really like Taika Waititi, but I think he again I don't think it was really his fault. I think Love and Thunder was just it was so for me it was bad. Like another one of those
Ugh.
things where it's like, who run the world? Girls.
Yeah, just
It's
more
like,
corny. Yeah, I mean, dude, the pandering that has been happening in the movies is
and
crazy, and just like changing things because, like, I get it. You want to like please your audience, you want people to come out to see your movie, but like to like change like things drastically based on like a fan response is
yeah.
crazy.
Although I would and did pay money just to sit there and watch Natalie Portman for however long. So I mean,
Yeah, they got you. Can't help it, dude. Sometimes, like the IP carries itself, like to some degree, like as much as like let's say they are releasing all these subpar movies and shows at this point, so many people are still just watching it because they're so invested already.
I will say I am very tired of all the sequels and remakes out there. It's
Mm,
almost like nobody has a
an original
an original
idea,
idea
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. Why did we need Jurassic World, right?
And I think some of it has to do with a money grab.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
They're pandering to nostalgia.
Yeah, anyone who saw them as kids are now young adults and would like to rewatch and
Yeah.
recapture the magic.
Well, that's why they keep taking all these movies that have their 40th anniversaries
Mm.
or their 30th anniversaries, and then they re-release them into theaters.
Oh yeah,
It's so all of us can just relive it,
yeah. You could
going to the
just
movies and
watch
stuff.
that movie again.
First of all, yeah, I could have stayed home. I could have watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on my like 46-inch television
True.
in high definition. But did I pay $17 to go see it on the big screen?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
My
Oh
only gripe was that they didn't have the Pizza Hut commercial in the beginning, you
no,
know?
that's totally fair. Yeah, yeah. Come on, it's like where's my sponsored like the 30 or not? Well, it's sort of like 30 minutes, like the pre movie ads.
Yeah.
Those are always good.
Yeah.
Those are usually higher quality commercials than you'd see on TV at least, which is nice.
Have you gone to the movies to see like any of the older stuff that they re-release in there?
I went and saw one of the Lord of the Rings movies recently because they were doing all three
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, I think I saw the Two Towers in theaters like a couple months ago, which was awesome.
I know. So I'm on AMC, whatever their thing is,
Yeah, the gold
Stubs or
rewards or
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah. So I get discounts on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Mm.
They were doing Labyrinth, the
Oh,
movie with David Bowie, the Jim
awesome.
Henson
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, I love that
They
movie.
had Labyrinth showing in the movies, and it was on a discount Tuesday, so I
Wow.
paid $5 to go
Oh,
see it.
sick. Yeah.
Um, I saw that in the theaters. I went to go see The Mummy, like the Brendan
Wow.
Fraser
Oh
The
my
Mummy,
God. Yeah.
in theaters, and then I mean most recently the Ninja Turtles movie.
Like the
So
original live action ones from like the early '90s or
yeah,
oh, dude, I
but
love
those
those
are my
ones.
favorite,
Those are so good.
except for number three. We don't
Yeah.
need to talk about
Yeah,
that
it's okay. We don't
one.
most of the time when they make a third of something it's not good.
But it's weird because the second one was so good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Two's I don't know. I mean Matrix 3 was bad. Jaws 3 was bad. Jurassic Park 3 was bad.
I so with at least with the Ninja Turtles movies, the live action ones,
Mm,
the first one I felt was super gritty and kind of touched more on the comic book version.
mm.
And then the second movie was more like the animated series,
Okay, yeah.
and that's how I can draw that comparison.
Hmm.
And I love the comic book series, like the old
Yeah.
one, the black and white. It's gritty,
Oh, I don't think
it's
I've ever
raw,
seen that. Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Mm.
Um, and then even the newer one that IDW does now is fantastic. It's phenomenal. The artwork is awesome.
Mm.
Um, but none of like and sure there were like jokes and stuff in it, and sometimes it got a little crazy with like them transporting to another dimension and stuff like that. But like the Secret of the Ooze movie was definitely more like the cartoon,
Yeah.
and I also really like that about it because it took two separate aspects almost of the same universe and kind of like melded them together,
Mm.
and it worked. Like
That's cool.
it worked really well.
What do you think about Michael Bay's TMNT?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Doesn't exist for you?
So I did watch both of them,
Okay.
not in theaters,
Okay.
because I did not like the way that he portrayed them.
I mean, they looked crazy.
Yeah. Um, I think the only thing that I actually liked about those two movies is that he brought out the turtle van
Nice. Yeah.
and Like for me, I'm sitting there watching the movie, really, really bored. The turtle van comes out. All of a sudden, I went from this to this. You know,
Ah, dude, that's cool. That's I should watch more of it. I should watch or like read the comic books.
the comic books are great. If you read the old ones, they're real quick stories.
Mm.
So I bought the collections.
Oh,
They're like trade paperbacks, but they're
okay.
not. They're hardcovers.
Mm.
So I guess they're trade hardcovers. I don't
Sure,
know,
yeah.
but they compile like the first bunch of issues of the comic
Love
book.
that,
And
yeah.
originally it was in black and white,
Mm.
and all the turtles were portrayed wearing red masks.
Oh,
So the only way that you could tell who was from the weaponry that they carried.
wow, okay.
Yeah. Um, so I got through the first collection. I'm like, okay, that was good. I enjoyed that. I go to read the next one, and the next one was where it started getting weird,
Mm.
and they were going into other dimensions and stuff. And
Oh,
yeah, it was.
wow.
So it's good.
That happens
I
like
think you'd
fast.
yeah, I think you'd enjoy it though.
I mean, I would love to read
Yeah.
it. I've had like a little exposure to TMNT. There was definitely an animated show that I was watching on like Cartoon Network growing up that was like a teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show. There was a PlayStation 2 game that was fantastic,
I
dude.
never got that one.
Oh man, I remember playing. I mean, it was buggy. Like I know for a fact if I were to go back and play it, like right now, I'd be like, oof. I had a time as a kid. It was awesome. It was like sort of free roamy, like um, what are those styles of games called? Like a hack and slash.
Yeah.
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 Also just like the arcade TMNT. I've played through that whole. I beat that game. I beat that
Yeah.
whole thing.
But what game systems did you have growing up?
Oh, I had so many. Most of them were hand me downs. I should say. I had a PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 2, Wii. I had a
Any
Game Boy.
16-bit?
No, I didn't have like the Genesis or a GameCube. Nothing with the cartridges, only the disc stuff,
Um,
except for the handhelds.
I have a Genesis at my house,
Awesome.
and the there's only a couple of Ninja Turtles games for it.
Mm,
But the one that's closest to the Nintendo one is called Hyperstone Heist,
okay.
and it's almost like Turtles in Time.
Oh, cool.
It's a side scroller that it works the same way as the arcade game does,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just like I I have no problems breaking that game out, putting it in, and spending hours just playing. Like
Awesome.
that is one of my favorite games.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, how often do you play your Genesis?
Not as often as
As you
I
want to,
want to.
yeah.
Yeah,
What other
uh,
games you got?
I got a few. My favorites are that one and Booger Man, a Pick It and Flick It adventure.
Whoa, what? I've never heard of that. Booger Man?
Yes,
Okay.
and the only reason I knew about Booger Man was because, and I also enjoy Clay Fighter for the Genesis.
Okay.
Um, but the only reason I know about Booger Man is because of Clay Fighter for the N64. He was an unlockable secret character.
Booger Man, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
Um, and so was this like, oh, shoot. He was like this really fat Santa Claus. That
Oh, I have no idea.
Clay Fighter's like, it's like Mortal Kombat,
Mm.
but it's all these claymation type
Oh,
dudes. Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Um, but it's a lot of fun. It's just a fighting game.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite fighting games, I want to say, is Bloody Roar. Uh, that I've never
I,
actually had like the
I don't think I
full
know that
game for
one.
that. Dude, it was very interesting. I love the concept for it. Because you would be in the ring and you would have like your normal fight, and it wasn't like the side scroller. It was like an arena, so like you could do the sidestep and circling and
Yeah.
stuff. Um, but there'd be points in the fight where like you can get your gauge up enough to where you can transform into like an animal. So there was like a tiger guy. There was like a guy who can transform into like this giant like stag beetle.
Yeah.
Uh, like a wolf. Um, and they would have like special like they had their own move sets and like you do like supers while you're in like the transform state. It was just cool. It was like it was bloody. It was a lot of fun.
See, I like stuff like that, and I don't think they really. Maybe it's just the nostalgist in me, but like they don't make it like that anymore. They don't make
Yeah.
games like that anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm big into I don't retro game very often
Mm.
because for me a lot of the stuff isn't retro gaming. It's just what I grew up
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
You know, so I have my Genesis, I have Game Boy, um, but I the ones that I break out the most are probably my N64, my
Mm.
PlayStation 2, my Xbox 360, and my
Oh yeah.
Genesis. Like,
Yeah.
and my favorite games, I also have a Panasonic 3DO that
Whoa.
has
Oh
one
my
of my favorite
god.
all time games, Dragon's Lair.
I feel like I know that game for some
Have you
reason.
ever seen Stranger Things? They
Yeah.
play it at the arcade in Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Interesting.
but it the whole concept of that game, the artwork and everything was done by Don Bluth,
Mm.
who is a famous animator. He worked for the Walt Disney Company,
Okay.
and he ended up going out on his own, and he did like an American Tail, like the movie about the little mouse, Fievel.
I does he have like a sword?
No.
Oh, then no. I'm thinking of something completely different.
What
I
else
feel
did
like
he
he's like a
do?
British mouse.
Don Bluth did All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Okay, that I do
Um,
know.
he did a bunch of Troll in Central Park. He did a bunch of
Hmm.
stuff that I grew up watching. One of my all time favorite children's movies, Rockadoodle,
Never heard
which
of
is
it.
about starring Glenn Campbell as Chanticleer, uh, about a rooster that can sing like Elvis Presley.
Oh,
Yes,
interesting. Rockadoodle. Yeah, that makes
yes.
sense.
Um,
Does he die at the end?
no.
Oh, good.
Why would you ask that?
Because he's Elvis. Elvis dies. Pretty famously, actually.
He did die,
He did
but
die.
Chanticleer is not Elvis.
Yeah, the chicken was. Sort of, right?
Not really.
No, he just could sing like
He
Elvis.
could just sing like Elvis.
He wasn't like Elvis
He had the
reincarnated as a
hair like
chicken.
Elvis. He had his. You know how like roosters have that thing.
Oh yeah,
His was coiffed into like a pompadour.
insane. That's the wildest movie. They don't make them like they used
They
to.
don't.
Yeah, dude, I just watched this movie like this past week called Wizards, which was
Ralph Bakshi.
1970s mixed
Yep.
media. Insane movie. I was so shocked. Like
I actually own that on Laserdisc.
that's so crazy. Um, I was just I watched it because I had a feeling that that was the movie where a very specific meme came from, and I was right. I was happy that it was. It was like right because right at the end it like crescendos to like where you think like the two wizards are like gonna battle it out. It's like the brothers are like finally gonna have like this magical thing. And he's like, he's like, I learned a trick or two too. He's like, and one last thing. He's like, I'm glad you changed your last name. And then he pulls out a gun and just shoots him. And I was like, damn. Like, okay.
That movie is trippy.
It's so trippy.
Yeah.
The World War II stuff came out of
Yep.
nowhere. I was like,
The
whoa.
the rotoscope stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really weird. Um, Worth a watch. Like, artistically
Yeah.
speaking, like, wow.
Yep. But it is a weird movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird movie.
Bakshi did a lot of. He did the Lord of the Rings, or
The
did he do the
rotoscope one.
Hobbit one?
I don't know.
He did one of those. I
Yeah,
think the other one was just kind of like a copycat
sure.
animator, but he did
Interesting.
one of them. I think he did Lord of the Rings.
I might have to look
No,
into that because I'm really liking the
yes.
mixed media art stuff.
Um, but yeah, he's a really cool animator. I can't remember if he was also the one that did Fritz the Cat.
Hmm.
You know what Fritz the Cat is?
No, not really.
It's like the first ever X-rated animated film.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
and it's literally about a cat named Fritz.
What is does it?
It,
I mean,
That movie had
yeah.
like no plot whatsoever. I can't even explain what it is.
Okay.
He's just an anthropomorphic cat that likes to have sex,
Oh my
I
god.
guess.
Wow, that's crazy.
Have I seen this movie? Yes, I have.
Yeah, I
But
would assume
I
so. I mean,
can't.
it sounds like you like the animator, so you might as well watch
The,
his stuff, right?
the movie, I found the movie in the library of my college.
Well, weird.
Yeah. Weird movie to have at the library.
Yeah.
But they had it. So I watched it.
So you rented it from the school library,
Yep.
so they know you were watching porn.
I never said it was porn. I said it was an X-rated animated film.
It's an adult film with actors.
And and to be fair, if it was released nowadays, I don't think it would be X-rated.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, maybe not. That's fascinating, actually.
It's like there's a couple of NC-17 movies that are like that. I'm not so sure that it would be rated that if it came
Mm.
out today.
Do you like watching just messed up movies, like movies that will be you'll be like, jeez, like what did I watch?
I've seen a bunch of those. I do not like watching movies where I go, "Geez, what did I just watch?" And that movie ends up sticking with me for like 3 days. Like
It's just yeah, the images are haunting you.
there's a movie out there, and I've never seen it, and I don't plan on seeing it because I know what happens in it. There's a
Mm.
movie called Sallow or 120 Days of Sodom or whatever it
Oh
is.
God. Okay.
Yeah, no, thank you. I will pass on that one because there are some really graphic images that I do not care to sit there and watch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. No need to consume that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Um. Well, there's one. If you're looking to scratch an itch, it's called Belladonna of Sadness, and it is like a drawn, like hand drawn animation movie from like the '70s. Uh, One of the most brilliantly artistic pieces I've seen as far as like using color and animation to like express like devastating feeling like that the characters are like going through. Um, Man, I left that movie a different person. I was like, this is like just rough. It is rough, man. Like I don't even want to say what happens because like the characters go through some pretty terrible stuff.
that's like how I. This is another one that I rented when I was in college. I rented from the library. Requiem for a Dream. Have you ever seen
No,
it?
no. I try not to
I
watch these things, to be honest.
I turned the damn thing off, and it just left me so like it was so depressing.
Oh man.
Like I needed like 2 days to recover from how depressing that
Wow.
movie was
Yeah.
because it's all about over. I shouldn't even say overcoming. It's about succumbing to addiction, essentially.
Wow. Oh
Yeah,
man.
and repercussions that happen because of it.
Yikes.
Yeah, um, Jared Leto is in
Mm.
it. Marlon Wayans in a serious role,
Mm.
um, which I give the guy credit. I love his comedy, like his comedic roles and everything. The dude can act.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's actually very talented. I would say the same in a similar respect. I'd say the same for Chris Rock too.
Mm.
Uh, Those guys can act. I mean, they're known for their comedy, but
Yeah.
they could do serious roles very well, convincingly too.
Hmm. Yeah, like you forget that they're a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marlon Wayans in Requiem for a Dream is really good.
Wow.
But yeah, that movie will leave you with a chip on your shoulder for
Yeah.
sure.
Just feeling hollow.
Just just going, God damn.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I might have to skip that one. That one sounds pretty rough.
It is good
Yeah.
though. I give it that. But it's one of those movies where I was like one and done.
Yeah.
I never want to see it again.
No, that's fair. There's actually a documentary that I've been wanting to watch that seems pretty horrific. I think it's on Netflix. It's just called Katrina, right? About the Hurricane Katrina and the
Yeah.
aftermath. And a lot of it is like revealing how basically our government could have responded like way better and basically just chose to do nothing. But there is parts of this documentary that talk about how they were. This is like the most insane thing I've ever heard, by the way, where it's like these first responders or like some people who were like trying to like get people out of the area were sending specifically like minorities like down this one street, and this one street had just like apparently these racist white people who were just shooting minorities who were going down
Jesus
that street.
Christ.
Yeah, yeah, and that was just happening after the hurricanes. So it's just like there was like a lot going on of like, these people not getting prosecuted and like not getting out there to like arrest these people because how could they with all the water and whatever.
That's messed up.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, kind of, I don't know. It's just there's so much about like that event that it seems we just don't learn about really.
No.
Uh,
I think it's strange. I not strange. I think it's crazy that sometimes it's true what they say about the truth being stranger than fiction.
oh yeah,
Because I would have never thought about anything like that happening, and
yeah,
that's that's just nuts to me.
it's
Like,
nuts. Yeah, that is like one of the most out there, like, right? Any sane person would be like, who would even think of doing something so heinous? And yet there are, right?
oh yeah,
Seeming that way. Even in 2025, like, there's just people out there who just can't fucking mind their own business. That's what it
there's
comes down
always going to be
to.
people that can't